right, check it out. Here is the 2024 Ford Ranger XLT. I finally get a chance to get behind the wheel. I'm in beautiful Salt Lake City. That's usually pretty beautiful. Oh, the sun's coming out over there, I think. It's kind of pretty up in there. So, anyways, let's get back to this. It's blue. It's XLT, Ford Ranger 2024. In this video, I'll tell you about the truck. I'll tell you about how it drives, features I like on it over the Tacoma. I'll tell you some fuel economy numbers I'm getting as I'm driving up the mountain, down the mountain. Again, grain of salt on always fuel economy numbers on first drives. But let's go ahead and get to this. This is the 2024 model, right? So we have the Ford F-150 kind of look to the front, because this is sold globally, and this globally, people want a Ford F-150 look to it. They want that same look. This is the global truck as well as the US truck, and this is the global work truck in this configuration. So the wheels move a little forward. I have another video on this channel where I talk about the marketing guy and the brand manager, go over all the new details. Then we have a towing video as well, so details on that too. So running boards there, I have secure lock. I priced this out on the build and price tool at about $45,000, give or take $1,000 with options. We have our suspension back here, leaf springs. They've pushed the shocks out further, the dampeners out further, the frames pushed out even more. It's a little bit better ride quality. We have this really cool step here in the bed. Look at that, full size in the bed. What's nice about it is other brands do it here in the bumper, but if you kind of move your parking sensors on when you do that, and then on the side, you can grab here and go right in, easier to get stuff in this part of the bed. So a little bit different than the competitors. I don't know. Let me know below what do you guys think, if that's benefit or not benefit. Also, this is built into the frame, so it's pretty sturdy. It's not just built in the bumper. On the sides, we have Ranger kind of embossed in the back. The big Ford logo, right? Got the big Ford logo. Tow hitch, trailer tow package on this as well. As we come down, we have a tailgate that doesn't slam down. Big improvement over the prior generation. We have the hooks here like you would F-150. Be able to put your clamps in there, a piece of wood. Some power in the bed, 400 watt power in the bed. I'll show you a couple different options for that power, which is pretty cool. We have just cigarette lighter kind of hookup, which is a 12 volt, 180 max. Then we have the 40 AC 120 volt, 400 watt max. You can run a power saw off that. And little LED lights there. Chisel lamp, LED lights in the bed. Yeah, useful bed. 6 tie downs, or 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3 tie downs there. Okay, and then this tailgate. Let's see, nice and light, and yeah, you can see that damper there that keeps it from slamming. Yeah, and then this tailgate, to talk more about it, I got a little Ford logo there. Also got a little bottle opener here, so really useful tailgate. Okay, that slams shut. Let's come around here. Check out this interior. Now, this is a cloth seat interior, which is pretty durable, easy to clean. They talked about in the presentation. They really want something that was cloth, easy to clean, and you're going to beat it up. Work truck. Again, global work truck. A little bit of tan here, this here, which doesn't mean to say it's not good for the U.S. Just kind of that's where the market is. Now, I talked about this in May. I wish there was a grab handle here. People said the grab handle was up here. Well, that's just a little weird, right? I'm not sure about that grab handle being up there. So I'm going to kind of do a yoga weird move here and get into the cab. Rear seat legroom is always a hot topic on the channel. People always want the truck to be a little bit longer. They want a little more room in the bed. They want a little bit longer in the cabin. The problem is garageability. Fitting in the garage is a huge factor, and they got to build it for everybody to have a chance to get in the garage. And the garage size still is a smaller garage. I know in your area, they probably build bigger garages, but I'm just talking about the United States. They go any longer, won't fit in the garage. But so back here, I'm sitting behind myself. I was driving, right? So behind myself, I got leg room. Plus, I like the insert cut out here, so more knee room there, and also headroom. Shoulder room's always a question. This is not a 5-seater. This is 3 seats back here for young kids, a 4-seater for adults. Good headroom because this is cut out as well. So yeah, no issues there at all. Kind of like that. So let's go ahead, come over here. Let's check out the front seats. Ford Ranger. So max towing 7,500 pounds, which is pretty impressive in the midsize truck realm. Payload is 1,579. Really impressed by that because a lot of these midsize trucks, once you start adding a bunch of options to them, payload really drops quickly. And that is a pretty damn good payload number. That's better than some full-size trucks. Okay, so inside the cabin, again, I don't have a grab handle. I got to grab the steering wheel. I don't love that. And we'll hop in. I do have a grab handle over there. I just wish there was one right there. I don't like grabbing the steering wheel. Okay, inside the cabin, we have the big screen. This is nice. It's a standard feature on this. And then we have a digital display, 10-inch or 12-inch. I'll start it up here and we'll talk more about that. Controls here. I have the blinkers, wipers, stuff you would need. Over here we have some bed lights and different lighting, auto lights as well. Shifter, sunglasses, ignore those. Barking, I do have a wireless charger back there as well. Little cubby hole, little cubby spot there. I have 4 high, 4 low, 2 high. And this is a trailer backup assist feature. Different terrain modes, okay. Shifter there. Let's go ahead and trailer brake controller right there, which I think makes a lot of sense. Nice and small. Not to worry about that. Lots of storage up there, storage back in here. So good storage options, some storage there as well. I have the sticker, but I don't have fuel economy because it's not out yet. And they don't price these things out for whatever reason. Ford just doesn't do that. So I priced out about, like I said, $45,000, somewhere in that realm online, depending on $100,000 to the feature here and there. I do have a key. Not all models have keys. Lariats don't have keys. This has XLT as a key. I don't know, give or take there. And then there is your startup screen. I do have blind spot monitoring there. You can see that popped on there. And I have the big screen that'll pop up here in a minute. One thing that versus like the Tacoma, I talk about a little more here in a minute, is the buttons. They're a little bit smaller. Just something a pro and con. But I like this big screen. I like being able to see everything. It's nice. It's not overwhelming. And I still get really good visibility. Like that is really impressive visibility there outside the cabin. And I'm impressed by that. I thought it'd be... I guess not as big, but you know, the A-pillar's very much reduced and really good visibility out there to see those rocks. I do wish that digital rear mirror would be nice, but regular mirror is fine. And then I have the power rear window, which is interesting that not all brands do that with the power. And I don't know what you do. You got to pull over and stop and then open your window, then close it. Seems kind of a pain in the butt to me. So let's go ahead and I want to pop the hood. I want to look at this hood underneath the hood for just a minute. Okay, so we'll pull that lever right there. Just pop that. Power driver seat, 10-way and lumbar. XLT high package has that. And the seats so far have been pretty comfortable. I've been pretty impressed. Always try the one-handed trick. I can do it one-handed. And there is our engine bay. One thing I'll point out is the dipstick is in a tough spot to get all the way back over there to reach the dipstick. I don't know, maybe from the other side get to it. One of the things that Ford has done over the years is they haven't really done many covers on these engines. They don't really do the big plastic covers the other brands do, and so you don't get the same kind of, oh, look how pretty it is. But you can actually see stuff here in the cabin. You can underneath the hood. You can see the wiring, or he's laid out, your belt. Now this is a 2.3 liter. They do offer a 2.7 coming later in the summer, and the 3 liter V6 that happens to come in the Ford Ranger Raptor. Okay, let me get to the 5 reasons that I'd probably buy this over the Tacoma. One's going to be simple things, right? So I like the step in the bed. I like the versatility of that. I think Ford's done a really good job on this bed. Like, I don't understand why this is not more standard technology. Like, get in here. Trucks have gotten taller, so make it easier to get in. So you have LED lights. Another thing I really like about this, LED lights built in the package. I find the bed very usable. I like the second row space. You know, the second row here, you have the seats that can come up for storage, and you actually have, if I move my bag, oh, I got to pull up. You actually have some storage bins, some useful storage bins, which that's nice, right? I don't know why that's not a big thing. And then this comes down back here. What do you pull? Whole thing comes down, and if I had that seat moved out of the way, it folds flat. So I like that. So those are two things, like real quick, innovation, storage that actually works, that folds up, and the back folds down flat, and bed access. Pretty simple thing. Third thing I like about this is the price. I've priced out Tacomas, and they will tell you the Tacoma starts the same price point as this Ford Ranger XLT until you start building price on the website. You don't get the big screens. You got to add more features. You got to add more packages to get the details of this stuff. You know, you add more stuff to the Tacoma, you're at $55,000 pretty darn quick. $45,000, I can get this Works out well, right? So that's the third reason I tell you that I would buy the Ford Ranger over the Tacoma. Now this one also has FX4 package. I have the skid plates, the bigger tires. What I don't have any silly air dam, which is what the Tacoma has in the sport models. Off-road, they got rid of it, but like every model, I don't worry about the stupid air dam, and the tow hooks are really nice and accessible. That'd be like the third and fourth thing. The third thing, price. Fourth thing, no air dam, and then maybe just the fifth thing we talk about different deals is going to be tow hooks that are accessible. I don't know why. I guess I know why. Toyota is a very conservative company, and they don't want to make sure everything passes crash testing. But what's the point of tow hooks, even adding them, if you can't reach them? That's easy to get to. All right, let's go for the drive and wrap this thing up, and I'll tell you the fuel economy. We'll get back to the... Okay, out on the road, I've been driving this, as Mangiander Gelsmanello says, twisty bits. Now, lots of twisty bits in this drive. It is pretty crazy. Sorry, just adjust the camera a little bit. But up in the mountains of Utah, back and forth, I do have the fuel economy gauge going just because I'm curious. I usually don't talk about fuel economy in press drives because it's not really a fair test, but I figured numbers aren't yet, so we'll talk about that when we get back to Log Haven. What are my driving impressions? What do I think behind the wheel? I think A, the visibility is really good. Like, I'm really surprised how well I can see in the cabin, and the seating position is perfect for me, man. I'm like up higher, I see over the hood, I see the whole cabin, or excuse me, outside where I want to. A-pillar, these small A-pillars, like I said on the side, are really kind of narrow, so I can see the mirrors no problem. I mean, it's really well done. I mean, I'm pretty impressed behind the wheel windshield. It reminds me more of like a, dare I say it, a minivan with a big window looking out. I mean, I can see a lot when I'm driving, and I need to pay attention a little bit sometimes too. This is some twisty bits, so yeah, I think the visibility is really good. Ride and handling, you know, these things ride so well these days. This is like, it rides better than most sedans did back in the 1990s and 2000s. If you haven't been in a new full size, this is kind of a full size, new mid-size truck these days, or even a full size truck these days, you'll be shocked at how well they ride. It doesn't ride like a truck, which is a pro and con. I get it for some people, but it really does ride really well. And I know people are going to say, well, Tim, what rides better? Does the Tacoma ride better? Does Colorado ride better than the Ranger? What about the Canyon? Guys, we're picking small details now. I mean, they all ride really well. They all handle really well. I don't have a lot of body roll like you would in older trucks, where you feel like the bodies still come over here when you make turns. It's very well connected, and it's very impressive. And that's about it. That's all I gotta say with that. I mean, it's very impressive. I've had a really comfortable half-an-hour drive so far. I got about half an hour on the way back, and yeah, I could road trip this. I could daily this. It'd be easy. It'd be super easy. And I just got nothing but good things to say about ride and handling. Let's go ahead and get back to the Log Haven, and I want to pull up fuel economy numbers, and then we'll kind of wrap this up when I get those numbers, because I want to see going downhill, then going uphill, then going down and uphill, kind of negates each other, and we'll see what it looks like. But this whole trip has been 45, 50, 60 maybe top speed at times, not highway, like a kind of a mix of twisties, a mix of a little city driving, and that's kind of what this whole drive route has been that Ford set up for us here in Utah. So let's get back to the Log Haven. Log Haven! Okay, it looks like I missed my turn, so we're doing highway. Whoops. Pedal down, power delivery, doing 80. Yeah, inline 4-cylinder, doing 80 miles an hour, just like that. You know, there's this group of people out there who believe that 4 cylinders, you can't have a 4-cylinder in a truck, and frankly, it's just not accurate anymore. That was what it used to be in the 2000s, 1990s when I grew up. These new turbo engines that are designed to be turbo engines from the start are just darn good, and especially here at elevation, turbos do a really good job, and I got tons of power. Like, this is, you know, let me say it miraculously, I have tons of power for a daily driver. Now, is a 2.7 going to be more powerful in the V6? Yeah. Will you feel like you're more of an engine in that? Sure. Well, a 3-liter Ranger Raptor? Awesome, right? But in this situation, for a daily kind of work truck or daily driver, you know, I don't feel like I'm lagging for power. Let's get around this vehicle. Right there, 77. That was 65 to 77, and I'm not feeling like lots of turbo lag. It's interesting because it just like you put it on the accelerator, then it goes boom. You just feel that power in the bottom of your seat as you go ahead and put your foot on the throttle. So yeah, for a base engine, this is pretty darn good. Okay, I got a half a mile to go. I'm at 24.8 miles per gallon, which I think is pretty good. 36.6 miles driven. Average miles was 36 miles per hour, although that little interstate thing kind of bumped it up. But even, like, it hit accelerator, and I'm going uphill. Like, I should do that again. I'll get that on camera one more time.
1/4 mile, arrive at Log Haven.
Yeah, we'll get these people out of our way. This is Utah in, where are we at, March? So if I'm sitting here at a dead stop, and I go, right? I mean, it's pretty good for 30 miles an hour, right? So I didn't gun it. This guy gave me a dirty look, but like, I'm only doing the speed limit. It's just crazy how even this little turbocharged engine does that well in this base vehicle, a base engine in this vehicle. Again, I get people that want 2.7, they want the V6, I get it. But I wouldn't be disappointed in this. I'm sure long term, it's just gonna feel like it's still fast as you drive it.
Log Haven.
Okay, so I'm arriving at my location. So what did we learn? I'd buy it over Tacoma because of price and few of the features. I like the seating position, I like the visibility, I like the room in the cabin, I like the performance, I like the fuel economy is pretty good that I got. Wow, I'm running out of little things not to like. Yeah, I wish I had more grab handles? Sure. Small detail things, right? So nothing that's going to be a deal breaker for me. And the price point, 45,000, 46, 40, whatever in that range. Yeah, for a mid-sized truck that tows 7,500 pounds, 1,500 pounds of payload, 25 miles per gallon. Just my driving, I'm sure it will change as you drive. EPA numbers probably come out a little lower than that. But I think Ford's done a really good job here. So for more of my thoughts, again, the brand manager, the towing experience, check other videos up over here, website down below as well, pickuptrucktalk.com. Check the forum out as well. That's constantly growing. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.